Let's get busy, set the trend like Drizzy. Hey, yo! Them man a crispy. So make it rock about it. She not wanna leave, but she bounce it. That's it, when I'm in it, it's allowed. Just allow it. I got that next man feeling. Your girl that I'm stealing. Cause she looks so appealing. Pantyhose I'm peeling. 2020 vision. I see with precision. But I'm so indecisive. Man can't make no decision. Which galley man I like it? Maybe spend the rest of the night with. You know I have to wear no nightie. On a natural mission. Watch this. I am the Gargan. London. Don't need no plan. Load of the land. I am the Gargan. London. Tell us how who's counting. Your mama and your gang walk mountain. So me give her the heavy arm. So me give her the mountain. She not wanna leave, but she bouncing. That's a ticket I'm counting. When I'm in it, it's allowed tick. Just allow it. No question.
Why you choose?
You can see the 4080 is a much more efficient card in terms of pretty. We go back and look at a couple of our charts when it was the chair, I swear. That is why I say the 5080 in the overclocking experience made up for the disappointment for its raw performance out of the box, but it makes me feel like NVIDIA could have done more. It makes me feel like NVIDIA has intentionally and artificially limited it to being even closer to the 4080 than to the 4090. Because if we go back and look at a couple of our charts when it comes to FPS, you'll notice that on average, the performance uplift we gained by overclocking it basically was the halfway point between where the 5080 is stock and the 4090. It's like a whole nother tier GPU up when it comes to comparing 4080, 4080 Super, 5080, and 5080 overclocked. That is why we are pretty much guaranteeing 5080 Super or TI of some sort. That is what the testing behind the scenes looked like when it came to setting up the overclocks and stuff. Let's do it live now.
We'll do it live!
So that you can see what the real-time overclock is still gonna do. Now check this out. I'm just gonna go plus 1000 on the RAM just to see. Is there gonna artifact? That's really uneventful, but we actually are getting an additional 1000 megahertz. Like when it came to setting up the overclocks and stuff. Let's do it live.
We'll do it live!
So that you can see what the real-time overclock really looks like. We're gonna start with Heaven, not because Steve hates it. It still has valid use cases. I had a lot of people actually reach out to me and say, don't drop Heaven from your testing behind the scenes. It actually can find various problems that are move on to more. 52, we're gonna start by blasting the fans because, again, we want to keep that temperature as low as possible because not only will that mean we stay in the higher boost bins longer, it means we'll be more stable too because temperature is directly in relation to stability. So you want to keep it as cold as possible. Now check this out. I'm just going to go plus 1,000 on the RAM just to see, is there going to artifact? That's really uneventful, but we actually are getting an additional 1,000 megahertz out of the RAM. Now I'm going to go back to where I was at 500 just because that's where the testing was. But check this out. Look how linear this is. Plus 100 on the core. 2850. Plus 200. 2955. Plus 300. There's 3060, and I didn't even do anything. Let's try that over here with the 4080, shall we? This is not the 4080, right? Yeah, this is a 4090. If we go, same test, 2955 plus 300. There's 3060, and I didn't even do anything. Let's try that over here with the 4080, shall we? It is a, this is not the 4080, right? Yeah, this is a 4090. If we go, same test, right? We'll go in here into heaven. And now, unfortunately, MSI Afterburner needs to be updated to be able to see voltage from the 50 series card, unfortunately. So Hardware Info 64 will show voltage if you're curious about that. So will PresentMon, I believe. Okay, so let's just move our voltage slider. All that means is apply more voltage at a lower frequency. That's all that's doing. But look, it's already at 1110 millivolts right there in heaven. All right, so let's move our power slider here. So let's go 100. It's 2910. Let's go 200. There's 3015. Let's go 250. Oh, we got some artifacting. So that already, I haven't even touched the memory. That already means we would have to back off our overclocks. We're getting error in the math, right? So 220, will it go away? Nope. 210? Nope. 200? It's gone. Nope, they're still there. So we might be getting the clock to run, but we are getting mathematical errors already. Now watch, if I just try and match the 300 I'm getting with the 5080 right now, ooh, that's not good. So, oh, it crashed. This is what I ran my overclocks for all my tests on. Now I'm pretty convinced I could have gone 450. Yeah, there's 3202 right there. 500. Don't make me a liar. There it is, 3247. In heaven. Can heaven go hot? Nope, it can't.
Answered your question right as you asked it.
Yeah. Let's see if I can get through a speedway run. Phil, off camera, has seen 500 pass. He has seen 500 validate through speedway and give me a result. But if you guys don't see it, that's, why would you believe it? 500, 500. So we got 9,672. The stock score was 8,903. And then my plus 375 was a 9513, and that was a 9672. And I can tell you the run that Phil saw was a 9708. So that's all still right in the ballpark. If I was to point the AC at this and get the temps a little lower, I think we'd gain back to some of that stability that we're getting at 500 out of that wonkiness. But I think that's enough for today. Yeah, it really has me feeling like NVIDIA absolutely could have pushed the clocks on this card farther. I think they could have pushed this to, yeah, I know 26, whatever, I forget the number off the top of my head, is what its boost clock is, and GPU boost allows it to go beyond that. But I think they could have set the GPU boost number as the base clock, if you want to know the truth. When's the last time we've seen a card ever just running as a base clock? Even the boost clock, they always go farther. But this one, to be honest, seems like we could have set it to like 2800, 2850 out of the box for all of them. And then you'd get back, honestly, like 3-4 more percent performance uplift versus the previous generation. So yeah, I think there's a lot of artificial placement for this card on NVIDIA's side to make sure that it doesn't do good, because they need to actually have room for the real Super/Ti card to fit in there somewhere, which might actually slot right where this one is, if you want to know the truth. But it would do it at lower clock speeds with just a higher core count, to be honest. But anyway, There you go, guys. That's overclocking on the 5080. It actually does something, at least our sample does. I'm curious, if you guys get your hands on a 5080 and you try overclocking it, let me know if you're getting anywhere near the level of overhead that we're getting at no additional voltage. Now, it is additional power because at the same voltage, higher frequency will pull more power, but same voltage and about 40 extra watts available to us gave us a significant uplift in performance. But again, an 80 series card now drawing 400 watts. That's a lot. It's a lot of power. I never thought I'd be so excited to call 400 watts efficient because we're comparing it to a 575 watt to 600 watt 5090. What a time to be alive.
Coming up on Takedown with Chris Hansen,
Hello? Hi.
we bring you Mike Manzi, the extended cut.
Why don't you have a seat right on that stool, please?
Sure.
He said he was just coming to Blaze,
Look, man, please leave. I'm not.
but instead got busted.
I'm Chris Hansen.
No, you're not.
Yes, sir?
No, you're not.
Yes, sir.
Hear my thoughts on what went down in Fairfield, Connecticut with Mike Thrilla Manzi.
Oh, this is horrible.
On this special edition of Takedown with Chris Hansen, you asked for it, and now we're delivering. The extended, uncut version of Mike Manzi. You might remember Mike. He was a 32-year-old math tutor, a teacher, who surfaced during our investigation in 2015 in Fairfield, Connecticut. He called himself Thrilla, and he had a conversation with a decoy posing as a 13-year-old
Fucking
girl.
deal.
There was talk of
No,
smoking
power,
marijuana.
cosmetics, any other.
He called it blazing. And we think he might have been up for something more. The text exchange
So you playing,
that
Finch?
began on a now defunct
Fuck,
hookup site
we're just
started
sitting
just
here.
days
We got
before
raged-
Mike found himself
raged
in our
out on
Stinghouse kitchen.
Arc Raiders.
Let's take a
Had to
moment
fucking go kick
recap
my
some of
dog.
those text message highlights with our actress turned decoy.
Take it out on my
going by
wife
the
and
name
kids.
Bailey. He went by the name Thrilla.
That's how I cook
He and the
pizza.
decoy talked about food, smoking
Fucking
weed,
ran to a building and
plates.
there's three guys
The
looking at
decoy
me,
tells him she's just 13.
blasted my
Not really
ass.
fazed by
Arc
that,
is a
he
shit
calls
show,
them
bro.
Kindred spirits,
Bro, it's-
soulmates.
I mean,
And
I
that
don't
the
know. We have a good
universe
time
is
most of the
bringing
time.
them together. He questions her age
I mean, it's
again
just like role
and
playing
says he knows
24/7.
he can get into trouble for just talking to her.
I
But
must
that
be playing
doesn't
the guy who
stop him
gets
from
killed
wanting to
constantly.
hang out, even though he knows
You're damn
the
good at
law
it, too.
in Connecticut.
Vogel's the guy who
Mike
tracks
decides
every
to
fucking
visit the
robot
next
on the
day.
map.
When the decoy asks
You're the
if
best
he's
at
still
that.
coming over, he says,
Jesus,
"You're
dude.
too cute to say no."
One
Mike
Rocketeer,
should
dude,
have
and
said no,
he'll find
because
it.
The only thing for you in Fairfield, Connecticut, was the local
He'll
police
kill the whole
department
team.
and me. What you're about to see is the
If I had the
actual
team's
raw
support
footage
in
from our
killing it,
sting
we'd kill it
operation in
first, you know?
Fairfield,
I
Connecticut.
don't all we have is a
We
fucking
had a
free
good
loadout,
idea
dude.
about the teacher,
Use your
but we didn't have
Pharaoh.
great details about him.
They gave me a rattler every
Oh
time.
shit!
He was
I didn't know that.
capable
Never
of
mind.
doing.
I'd have ran with you
There
then.
has been a lot of fascination with Mike in the TCAP community.
What are you
So
playing?
let's start
Battlefield?
with the surveillance
I
video
was. I'm not
of
playing
him
anything right now.
arriving at the Sting House.
Yeah, I was about to load up some Star Citizen, I think.
Oh, I was gonna look at that shit on Twitch, dude.
Gotta look
Damn.
at the videos. Yeah, look at the YouTube.
You need a 5090 to run it?
No, I'm playing 4K on my 5080.
On your 5080. Oh. Star Citizen.
A lot of shit.
I mean, what is this game?
It's like piloting. There's FPS part to it. There's fucking like a universe side to it, like bounty hunting and freight and trade, and it's like, it's like any other MMO, except it's fucking huge and you have ships. and they're building it in to be a persistent universe where essentially like 1 million people can play on the same server at once.
What the hell?
And you're gonna be able, I think, starting like in the next couple months, you're gonna be able to like get your own house and build your own base on the planet and have your own space station. It's fucking epic, dude. I'll send this to you.
Hello, everybody. We're back. Welcome to another episode of Star Citizen Live. I'm your host, Jared Huckabee. And if you've never seen Star Citizen Live before, lucky you. No, Star Citizen Live is where we take about an hour at the end of our week and invite our developers on.
And the system.
Interesting things.
Now, the intention is...
Dude, Twitch fucking sucks, dude. I've clicked on 10 people's streams and just like Baldur's Gate, nobody's doing anything. Game looks crazy though. The graphics are crazy.
It's nuts, bro. So yeah, I'm about to become a bounty hunter and bounty hunt players. I'll show you this video.
Mandalorian, dude. Boba Fett.
Boba Fett type shit.
Hi, my name's Lofty, and I bounty hunt players in
This
Star
guy.
Citizen. My target was at the orbital laser platform on Daymar. The
This
station was
guy,
swarming with NPC ships, but my
he
target
like
was on the
flies
deck.
into, he like sneaks onto people's ships and kills them, dude. He's fucking gangster with it.
Did you see fucking CDN's been playing Arc Raiders?
Yeah.
I could see the target at the bottom. I just waited for the perfect moment to strike.
It was funny. It's perfect for him.
Yeah.
The Kana rifle is deadly accurate and took him down with ease.
Lofty.
Dude, his
The
channel's fucking. I just found him like yesterday, and he like turns it into like a movie, like an episode where he's like bounty hunting and player. They're pretty sick.
And get good. I'll be out of my ship and running you with my handcuffs, which are actually just way past the orbital platform in the hopes the angry prospectors will aggro to the target. Turret free, I flew in super low through the canyons.
And you can like, yeah,
I'm
some of
honestly
his other
surprised
videos, he's like flying onto a planet
one of those
to like, go
terrifying
kill somebody or landing on their ship and just popping them. It's fucking sick, dude.
What happens when you kill them?
Moment number 3,
Does he get paid or something?
Yeah, you get a shit ton of money when you kill a player. You get like 150,
The pilot
200k.
was quite violently ejected, and happily, I still got paid. Then, I found a Zeus pilot who clearly missed the memo that you can't land at Onyx facilities with a crime stat. He came into
What
the
the
line, so I jumped
hell?
out
This
of my ship,
motherfucker's
ready to
flying.
pounce the second he opened his airlock,
Bro.
despite the fact that there's not even a ground entrance you can walk into here.
Like he just fucking
But I think he was
flew
determined to try
behind him,
anyway,
dude.
And he took off again.
Bro,
so I had to
he's
get back in
this
the
shit
Razor
is
and give
sick,
chase.
dude.
We started fighting, and for once, it wasn't me who face planted into a planet's surface. And I actually won a fight against a buccaneer. But really, only because the poor guy was just floating in space and did nothing to actually
What I
defend
got?
himself.
Red Dead 2, Marvel Rivals.
I wanted to like Marvel Rivals. I was sorry, I'm mad, dude. thought I was gonna feel like the old Overwatch days, but it's wild.
Making my way back to Grim at the end of the night, this poor guy in a sperm suit was floating outside the station,
I
and I
didn't
was
give
having
it
real trouble hitting him with the
enough
laser
of a
scatterguns.
shot.
So I tried my best to make it look like a space traffic collision.
No, wow, for 4 months, dude.
Easy
What
money
the?
and zero apologies.
What is that?
It's not doing shit. The expansion
So,
doesn't come
day
out till
5.
March.
I was on assignment to take out a target at a comma ray near
They got like
Selling.
the already
You know
like
the drill.
burnt out on the
Turn off the array
remix
with a
thing.
tiger claw, pray you don't get exploded on the way in.
They're just gonna
Except
put out like
now,
little
those
crappy
missile turrets
things
are
that you can
hypervigilant,
basically
and they
complete
launched a
in
barrage
fucking
of
2
inflammable
days
rockets straight at the ghost. But here's the good
or
news. I
one
recently learned how to
a
eject.
week.
So I punched out just before the ship became space
I'm trying to
confetted.
find some.
Small victories, I
I
guess.
to play.
I made
I
my way
like
to the
Arc
array
Raiders,
entrance
dude, but
thinking, the target has to
not
defend
every
his little
day.
hack here. They have to keep going back to the terminal to keep it going. So I should have plenty of time to take them
Sometimes
out.
it's just like
But of course, they'd finished their criminal work and they were already back outside.
you
on
fuck, dude. You just get they just beat you down, dude.
Yeah, it's every
lose all your
every
shit.
run. I was playing with
Lose all
Wookie yesterday and like lost. I mean, I went free kid, but we fucking died like 5 games in a row. I wasted like 2 hours. I feel like got it like one time,
Yeah.
and you know, like I could get better. I could. It just makes me not want to get into it. You know what I'm saying? Like I could definitely get good at it, and fucking it just there's no draw. There's no, you know.
I just feel like I've been playing it, and like I feel like I'm not really progressing. And like,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you just drop with a free loadout every game, like you fucking, I don't
Just
know.
run in place.
And the cost of like getting, like, all right, I got some good loot. Now I get to go in here, and then I get killed, and then I'm doing free loadout for fucking 10 games. I don't know. It's just like it's too much of a penalty for me. It's not like I just have like 15 fucking good guns that I can just lose constantly.
Welcome back to the channel, citizens. Hype train
Why
is
not
finally pulled
getting
to the
it?
station with the arrival
Something's
of this
not
year's
clicking.
IAE.
I've
And in
never
this
been
video,
into
we're
these
reviewing a
types
new
of
ship.
games.
We're talking about smart
This
fleet
one was a little more
expansion
fun.
via getting more
but
bang
it's
for
still-
that buck. This
Yeah,
year's
I know.
IAE 2955 is your absolute final opportunity
today,
to pledge
dude.
for
I
some
went
crucial
Black Friday
utility ships
shopping
at their current
and
lower pricing.
Came home and
Sometime
didn't
after
feel
this
like getting
event,
my ass
4
fucking
key
handed to
ships are
me
receiving a
14
massive
times in a
price
row.
adjustment to better reflect development changes and the expanded capabilities the ships have received.
Burnout
In this
from the
guide, we'll
day.
cover 4 absolute must-have ships you need to add to your fleet this IAE. You should consider buying these
tomorrow's
ships
a new
outright,
day.
or if you're considering playing the long-haul CCU game, you can instead buy an upgrade token from the next closest price ship that isn't expected to receive a price increase and lock in the current price. This will
I'll just
practically
pick up
allow you to
some
finish the
PoE.
purchase later via CCU chains from another ship in your hangar at any
Always my
time in the
motions,
future.
dude.
You could even just buy these CCUs
I
to
know.
chain together in order to save money on larger purchases. Now let's get into those
A
3
new
officially
league coming
confirmed
out.
ships that are getting a price increase.
God,
It's
didn't
important
one
to
just
note before
remember?
proceeding that
Yeah,
the
dude, I
price
just messed
increases
with
we'll be discussing are purely speculative.
Isn't Battlefield
based on
free
community
this weekend?
patterns and value comparisons, but
it's
all
fire.
3 of these ships will be seeing an official price increase to some degree. Our first high priority target is the mid-level dedicated hauler, the Mist Call B. The B is a substantial step up from the Hull A and is moving through production and could be delivered as early as end of year or at the absolute latest sometime next year.
Now,
At its
free
current price
trial.
of 140, it is severely undervalued for its cargo
New
capacity,
Fortnite season
which is
tomorrow.
currently 384
Oh, shit.
SU.
Logging in.
This ship could easily jump to at least 260 upon its final release, putting it squarely above the Constellation Taurus at 200. This price makes sense as it keeps it far below the massive 4,608 SU Hull C, which currently sits at $500. A Hull B upgrade is one of the
Check out
safest
the latest
investments you
update
can make
for
this
Fortnite
IAE.
from Classic Battle
You
Royale,
can't go wrong with
Blitz,
just buying the
and
ship online
Delulu.
currently either, as you will gain the full price increase in value for any future upgrades. And the ship comes with pretty good loaners in the meantime. You're going to be receiving the Hull A and the Combat Ready Arrow.
You ever
Next
played
is the Rugged
Warhammer,
Industrial
Fogel?
Workhorse, the Argo Raft. The community
No.
was buzzing when CIG announced they were essentially doubling its
To
cargo
work with a
capacity. Crucially,
guy
this change is already in the live
in the
beta,
IT
giving
department.
the raft a
He
massive
played
192 SU
Vermintide and
storage.
shit like
The
that.
price adjustment has not been implemented
I
yet.
mean,
I've
This
heard
means
a
you're
bunch of
currently
good shit
paying
about it, but-
$125 for a ship that delivers much more expensive performance. Secure your raft at its old price if you're interested in the ship at all. Given its capacity and robust features, the raft is arguably one of the best solo cargo ships currently available in the game. And finally, the undisputed heavyweight champion, the Gatek Rylan. This alien freighter received a massive cargo increase during its development update, with a listed SCU capacity of 640,
No Life,
making
Stardew
it
Valley,
significantly bigger than the Hull B.
chill.
Now combine that huge capacity with the inevitable alien tax, and this ship is guaranteed to have a massive jump. Many people believe it could easily hit 350 to 450 on release. Until then, your loaners are the Constellation Taurus for cargo and the Sulu. While not officially named for an IAE price adjustment, this ship is
I feel like Anthony Kong fan has been playing Arc Raiders. Oh yeah, 24/7 for 30 plus days on day 30.
Refinery, the Misk
Yeah.
Expanse. While listed
He's
at
been doing a
$150,
fucking
its core capacity
marathon.
was recently quietly updated on the ship matrix to a huge 128 SCU, doubling its initial 64 SCU capacity. All this change was later
Nobody wants to
pulled down
watch
from
this
the
shit.
public
Everybody's
site.
watching Burnt
This doubling
Peanut.
of its resource capacity is a massive indicator that CIG is firming up the final specs and
Motherfucker
preparing the
has,
ship
like,
for a full production push. If having a
the fuck
dedicated
is
refinery
pushing?
ship sounds interesting to you,
It's got
this ship is one you should definitely
43,000
look at.
people
Given how
watching.
unique the ship is, the price could end up about anywhere, but if I had to guess, it'll probably end up around 250. And in the meantime, the
Fucking
loaners for
retarded.
the Expanse are the Prospector for mining, and the
He's
Reliant
fucking
Core
funny,
for
dude.
transporting
I always
and
watch it. I see his clips
now
and
let's
shit,
go
and
over
they
a few
fucking
ships
crack
that will
me up.
likely be released come next year that will result in
He's
price
funny, but
increases.
it's also
These are
like
more
too
long-haul
extra.
fleet additions that you should be targeting
Yeah.
this IAE to future-proof your
It's like-
account or to capture some additional savings.
Okay.
These complex ships are guaranteed to see price
He's
posts
got
in
his.
respective
This
game
is his
mechanics or full
wave.
First is the Anvil Legionnaire,
And
currently
yeah.
priced at
It'll die out.
$120. This is a dedicated boarding ship and is primarily waiting on hacking gameplay to go live. With the ship's unique utility
We'll
and
find
low
out
cost
this
entry, it's a good option for
Peanut
CCU
was
chaining. Currently, its loaner is the Vanguard.
talking to
Hawk.
little kids
The
in
next
his
ship we're going over
whispers.
is the Anvil Liberator. Currently priced at
100%.
$575.
Offering
The
them
highly
Big Macs.
anticipated light carrier has finally entered pre-production. Its ability to transport to 3 smaller ships makes it an essential mobile fleet base, and its price is guaranteed
I feel
to
like
see
I'm
a
missing
jump.
a reference that I'm
personally
not
can
sure I
see this
want to be
ship
getting.
exceeding
Dr.
$650.
Disrespect.
It's very likely it could hit around the same price as the Perseus, putting it somewhere between $700 to $800. I would expect to see
You
this
can
next
hear all
year,
that shit? It
possibly
got
during
banned and all
Invictus.
that?
Its current loaners
was,
are
like,
the M2
set up,
Hercules and the
but, like,
F7CM Super Hornet, and finally
still?
the RSI Galaxy. Currently priced at
Like he didn't do
$380.
anything wrong, but he
pretending
almost
to be
did
a
something
miner.
wrong.
Support for base building and more. Its price will certainly climb as development ramps up for all of these features. With crafting and base building seemingly being fast-tracked as well as general development
It was,
of
like,
RSI
really
ships
close.
as of late, there's a lot of speculation this ship could go live during next year's IAE.
NRG
However, there has been very little
Hamlin?
official talk about this ship otherwise. And
Shut
the
up,
fact
he's
that it
not
currently
playing.
loans the highly
He
sought-after
is
Carrack
playing
makes
Arc
it an
Raiders,
even better
10,000
investment while you wait,
viewers.
as it is currently the cheapest way to
He
get
says,
access
"We
to the
back."
Carrack in your hangar currently. Takeaway is clear.
Yeah, bro.
The Misk
He's
Hull
back,
B,
dude.
the Argo Raft, the Misk Expanse, and the Gatek Raylan should all be on your radar this IAE.
I got
Do not
killed
let
by
IAE
Hamlin's. I wonder if that
2955
was
end
him.
without adding these to your fleet, or at least locking in their.
It probably was him.
See, when I watch these motherfuckers play, dude, it looks like they're playing a different game because they have like laser guns and shit. Like, what the fuck is this?
Good for him.
All their shit's
Hamlin's-
pink.
In a cooked-up study, 5 out of 6 amateur food critics loved the Toyota BZ. And number 6? Right.
His name in the game is not that.
That's not
His name in the
Hamlin's,
game
okay.
is Quest X.
Bro ran up a fucking bag a couple years ago. Now he's back.
I imagine when he writes that name, he just draws the X through the quests, because you'll never get one done.
I'm a Fortnite player in my heart when I do some dumb shit like that. Only a Fortnite player would do that.
That's crazy, bro. People just subbing nonstop.
Money, 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 money.
People really liked him. Him and fucking what's his name? Were fucking hilarious, dude. The Daquan.
Yeah.
Dude,
No,
just
they were great.
so funny, dude. Wholesome too. Streaming's in a different place now, though.
Oh, for sure.
It's like IRL shit now.
Wait, someone's here, chat.
Let's see. He just takes this Rocketeer out with no fucking problem.
Everybody free. Wait, does a cloak work if he's red?
What the fuck is this thing? A fucking wand? Oh, it makes you invisible? What the fuck?
That's crazy.
You just got that as a quest reward, dude.
I did?
Yeah. Photoelectric something or other.
How come you don't use that shit, dude?
That's sick. That was
I
sick.
don't need it. What do you mean?
What do you mean you don't need it? You're over here attracting all the robots.
Fortnite, I think. My go
I'm meant to attract those robots.
Okay.
What the fuck? Bro, been subbed since I was in my daddy's
78.
ball sack. Hello? Oh my god.
You were hiding behind a water cooler. You could have stayed there.
Look at that loot, bro. That makes up for
78-month fucking resub. Holy shit.
level 4 hole cracker. What the?
I wonder how many subs they had the whole time.
Oh hell no.
Look at their peak.
No, just like since they left. I wonder how many people.
Oh, like while he wasn't even streaming, it just on auto fucking sub.
Probably 5K.
Probably a lot, dude.
Yeah.
What is it called? Renegade? Did you ever finish Emily Wants to Play? Did we?
People can't even fucking. People don't keep track. You know, some people's credit cards probably just hit and it's like fucking 30.
Still good for killing like Rocketeers or
I mean,
big fellas? This is hell.
Sunny hasn't streamed in like 2 years. She logged in the other day and someone had like a, I don't know, 96-month streak or some shit.
So crazy, dude. I mean, I have. I'm subbed to like
I know it was good on Leapers,
you.
I thought they like nerf fire.
Maybe that's it. But it's like I don't cancel it. What the fuck for?
Oh, it's still good. They good against Leapers, yeah. I
Someday
know
that
it's
shit'll
good,
be like
but I thought they
4,000, dude.
nerfed it. I guess Leapers are pretty weak, right?
My deathbed. I'll be hitting that fucking broadcast. Announce your 4,000 month stream sub.
I mean, I doubt I'm gonna. If I'm going to go kill big boys, I'm gonna just use a hole cracker and ammo. I think
Just transfer the reoccurring sub to your kid, dude.
Damn, that's an OG name right there. What the fuck? Sell, all right,
That's the joke's on you. It's been on their credit card the whole time.
Dude, Myth gave him 200 gifted.
Ooh, a Berletta level 4.
He's number 1 on the gifted sub list.
Try that out.
God damn.
Do I put this on?
16,000
Nah, this is
gifted
low-key
subs.
kinda nice. Like I was able to loot all that shit. Bro, I can't believe I pickaxed that guy in the back, bro. What in the hell? Bro actually got attacked by a man, by a creature, bro. Hams, are you gonna be streaming for now though? Are you gonna take a 3-year game? Yeah, I'll be streaming, man. Tomorrow we're going
7 years, 6 months, and 10 days I've been following.
But the craziest shit happened. Fortnite came in the chat. I can't make this shit up. They never typed in our chat before. And they typed in a chat and was like, we still have our OG present for you. Be on Fortnite tomorrow at 2 p.m. I was like, what the hell? It's an event tomorrow, bro.
The hell?
So I don't know
Did you hear what he just said?
I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know what an OG gift is on
About Fortnite?
They're gonna mail me like some OG gift or something like that. We'll see, boys. Wait, when did I get a level 4 Toro? Or did I bring this in? Did I bring this in?
Gonna be streaming, or are you gonna take another 3-year break?
Ass. Horizontal recoil is ass on the shotgun, right? That slot is terrible. We should put this on something else, I think.
X said that they had like mental breakdowns or some shit.
I'm sure. They all got kind of fucking weird. Well, not all of them, but some of them.
Shit came out. What was it? 2013, bro. Holy shit. Yo, Uncle Drew, we thumbing. My battery's low. Oh fuck. Jonah loves food. My goat is back. Yo, Young Dip, thank you. I know I thanked you already, but thank you again, bro. Did we miss anybody? I miss you, yo, Louis the homie and Nate Dogg. Thank you, bro. Miss you too, Louise. Jim Ray, Mello, Trinity. Motherfucker, I touched too much grass since you left, Daddy. Now I got a whole ass
Quisha.
family.
Dang, Coven's got 350 viewers playing Arc Raiders, dude. And him and Brittany.
Coven's consistent.
Him and Brittany must be co-streaming. Yeah, they are.
Energy sword would be sick. Dude, I would take any melee weapon. Melee weapons would be sick.
Fucking stopped.
Yeah, so it's not like I'm not trying to be confrontational. I'm not trying to be the guy that just says no. It's just I want people to think about
They get married yet?
in a different light. You know, I want people to really break down the concept.
I don't even follow them. They're just on the list because they got 350 viewers.
I follow them.
Like it sounds fun to say out loud when you die to an asshole. You're like, ah man, I wouldn't die to an asshole if everybody was cool, right? But then the game would be too easy.
Yeah, the
and there'd be the risk reward. The risk reward would be so small. You'd have such a small risk reward level that you would be bored in a week. That's why I really want people to think about it and break it down. Because like the devs literally tried to, oh my god, I forgot Wolfpacks again. No, Casper! Fuck, I forgot Wolfpacks!
Bro, he's got way too much fucking energy.
But I could see that's why
Consistently.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking weird.
yeah, but this is nothing
Do that
compared to
shit.
Helldivers.
Like,
Helldivers
not
is
even
wave
with G
survival.
Fuel and coffee every day could I keep that
Helldivers is
energy.
a massive game of wave survival. This is not.
The only night raid available.
What if you were on an all apple pie diet, dude?
Yeah, Buried City is the only night raid.
Just
How's
sugar.
All apple pie with the crumbles. All apple pie crumble pie with fucking G Fuel, fucking apple, fucking flavor, and
fucking chilies, dude.
Chilies.
Fighting a couple Rocketeers in the sky.
Well, now DoorDash
You are
is
fighting
fucking just.
hundreds
Dude, imagine
of
being a streamer
robots
now.
and mechs and bugs. Like you can't compare this to like Helldivers. That just wouldn't make sense. Yo, what up, Doc? And Cyrus, I want you to know, like, this conversation's for everybody, right?
Bro, don't ever go to the mall on fucking Black Friday, dude, unless you just
It is a
want to punish yourself.
thing. It is a very talked
Oh, I was
about
buying them all today. It was nuts.
People are they're like on
Insane.
all the forums.
I didn't even buy shit. I just went in to look at shit so I could buy it online.
On all the posts, like people are talking about it.
I'm just gonna start doing what my wife does.
Yo, Doc, thank you so
My
much.
wife just
buddy.
buys
How's
like
your Thanksgiving,
she
Doc?
just buys clothes online. She just buys like 3 different sizes and then keeps the one that fits and returns the rest of the
That's
shit.
what Lily does.
Yeah. Like, dude, I gotta
She
try
also
shit
has
on.
the Amazon closet shit.
Like, this is nothing like
Oh,
Helldivers.
so
Pick
what the
shit
fuck
out
that
and
is?
they just send you like
they would
pick
have
whatever
to
you want and just
fundamentally
keep whatever you
overhaul
want.
the PvE to make it that
Oh,
kind of fun.
what the fuck?
And they charge you for whatever you keep.
Like you would have to
You get to like
constantly
keep
be
it for
fighting
like
just
I
waves of
don't know, like
spiders,
3 weeks or some shit.
just shit to
What
constantly
the
push
hell,
you.
dude?
Because that's
Yeah,
what makes
so
Helldivers
you can
unique
just
and
take
fun.
that shit.
Is the fact that like
You just get shit shipped to you,
never
wear
have
it
a
out
chance
one
to
time,
really
send
breathe in
it back.
Helldivers, right? Because
That's
shit's
crazy.
spawning underground, shit's coming
It's
out
called
of
Amazon
caves,
Wardrobe or
shit's
some
getting
shit like
dropped
that.
on top of you. They would fundamentally have to change the way this game works to make that's a similar type
Prime
system,
Wardrobe, yeah.
you know?
Some shit like that.
Oh, I gotta craft wolf packs. Now that I have a second here. Oh, I can only craft one. That's fucked. Need to start farming more explosive compound.
Oh yeah.
I could buy some. I cannot buy some. Never mind. Game hates me.
Oil and crude explosives.
But it is a good conversation piece because it's talked about a lot. And like, and I try to talk about it in a very neutral standpoint because I'm not an ultra PvP sweat in this game. I can be, because I'm a PvP sweat and all the other shooters. But in this game, I try to balance my PvE with my PvP.
Come on, game.
So I'm not just saying
Give us what we
no
want.
because I just want to kill everybody. I'm saying no because I don't think it would help the game.
Really want, you know, Blue Gate Night Raid, but you know.
Now, my idea that I keep talking about is I would
What
love
we really
a Destiny
want
style
is
raid.
Hidden bunker, you know.
I would love a Destiny style raid. Where you get like 4 teams together to take down a massive boss. Oh my god, a fresh raid. A fresh raid. I think at the end of the day what a lot of people want is just they want to feel safer, right? They want more friends so they can feel safer. That's why people want quads, right? Because they're scared. They don't want to lose.
Oh wait, that was us.
So they want bigger squads, right? They want 4-man squads because they want to feel safer. But the problem is if you keep adding elements to make the game safer, then you lose the risk. And the risk is what keeps it.
He just talks nonstop.
Who?
Move it. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's why he's muted on her fucking stream. I'm sure she doesn't want to hear that shit coming through her fucking stream the entire time. It's just always been that way. What weapon was used in the whole crack? She's getting fucking decimated by a rocketeer.
Away.
Oh my word. Look at that. Holy, that is a view. Come on, this.
The ship we're looking at today is the Aegis Retaliator.
See, he's got good shit.
And other ships. So we come back out around
I got
here,
one of those fucking.
and then we'll go down
he's
the other side of the
up.
ship. So something
That gun
a
is
lot of
so
people will
good.
miss when they walk through here is there's
Minotaur.
actually some component storage here.
I got
Off
one of
to the
those and
left,
the guy
there
got
are little
killed.
blue lights.
I found one. Somebody killed me.
You open these up here, and these are going to be your power generators for the Retaliator. And then you look in here, you can see the torpedoes. The front module holds 4 size 9 torpedoes. The rear module only holds 2. This here going to be your fuses. I had to think there for a second. And then as you come through, it kind of splits off in a couple directions here. To the left, you have your pilot seat. There's a spot here to enter a turret down below. It's kind of like a chin turret. And then over here, you will find your captain's quarters. There's nothing special, just a bed. Not a whole lot to it. I guess it's, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be captain's quarters, could be pilot or just whatever. Then you come up here, and then this is more of just like your standard crew quarters. There's also a turret in the ceiling right here. Oh, got a little bit of
you can
a lag
put those
there.
barricades. And
You can enter the
pick them
turret, go
back
straight up to the top. Come through a little bit more. You've got all your gun racks, which I kind of wish gun racks were down
stunned,
below.
fucking-
Just because in the event, if you're getting
Rip the
bored
bong,
or
dude.
anything's going.
You want me to rip it? I'll rip it.
I just heard you rip it, dude.
I didn't rip it.
At Crusader,
Well, I'll do it again.
we believe
I didn't rip it. I wasn't smoking.
standard of behavior.
Someone was.
We're our legacy.
It wasn't me.
And our inspiration.
Maybe it was somebody in the. Maybe he's got a sound effect on his stream that sounds like
I
somebody
was
ripping the
not
ball.
fucking smoking. No, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Oh, someone typed in exclamation point split the wig and it does a bong rip sound on the fucking.
Oh, on his stream or me?
Just kidding. No, I heard somebody fucking. Did you not hear that?
It wasn't
Or
me.
was it just
It
me?
wasn't me.
Fogle didn't hear it. Then it was just.
Look,
on the stream.
check your hallway or something, man. I didn't hear it, so.
Okay, it's
Your wife
then
did.
he's got a
Your
sound
wife's
effect on his
cheating, dude.
fucking stream that
Oh yeah.
sounds like a bong rip.
One of the greatest ships in the game, the Carrack, became obsolete after the Polaris come into a game.
Crusader Industries wants you to believe a strange lie that paying an extra 10.5 million credits for the M2 Hercules actually makes sense when you get less cargo space than its cheaper C2 sibling. Yeah, you're reading that right. Pay more, get less. At first glance, this pricing strategy seems absolutely bonkers. But what if this apparent design contradiction reveals something deeper about Star Citizen's future gameplay? Something that's staring you right in the face every time you slam your cargo hold against the unforgiving realities of the verse? Remember that feeling when you first compared these ships side by side? Those spec sheets had you scratching your head. How can the C2 have 696 SCU, while the more expensive M2 only carries 522? Makes zero sense. Until you actually start hauling valuable cargo through contested space. Then that math changes real quick. Most Hercules pilots start with a C2 because
Must just be
spreadsheets
playing the
tell them
game
to.
wrong.
And after
Dude.
their
Like I
third or
just,
fourth pirate
oh, maybe
encounter
I
ends
just
in
really need to
insurance
like
claim,
look up
they quietly upgrade to the M2.
looting
Those
routes.
who stubbornly stick with the C2, they're the ones always begging for escorts in chat or switching servers hoping for quieter skies. There's a hidden truth here about risk assessment that transforms how you'll approach every mission moving forward. Let's break down what these ships actually represent beyond marketing fluff. The C2 Hercules gives you a spacious 696 SCU cargo hold, decent shields at 126,800 HP, quadrant-based, but relatively fragile hull integrity at 81,400 horsepower. Your offensive capabilities? 2 size 5 lasers that'll hardly matter since you can't maneuver worth a damn. The turrets require a second person who can only control one turret at a time, despite having 2. Meanwhile,
All right, I'm
the
gonna
M2
fucking
carries
go
522
to bed.
SCU,
Tired.
174 less,
I'll talk to you
trades some
soon.
shield
All right, good to see
capacity
you,
dropping
dude.
to
Good to see you, dude.
104,400 HP,
Nice to meet you
but
later.
dramatically boost hull integrity to 101,820 HP. That's over 20,000 more durability. More importantly, the pilot gets control over those nose guns when flying solo. This isn't just about hauling versus combat. It's about the fundamental question haunting every Star Citizen player, whether theoretical maximum profit matters more than actual profit that survives the journey home. Most ship comparisons analyze these vessels like they operate in perfect laboratory conditions, but anyone who's played longer than a week knows
you want a ship that can hold its own against a capital, move any ground vehicle, and turn settlements into glass, the A2 bomber might be what you're looking for. I'm Wicked Wookie, and this is my big aft ship review. Okay, so this is Crusader's largest, most gunned ship currently. It's the same size as a C1 or M2, but this has a lot more pew-pew. And honestly, is probably one of my most used ships. I can move everything, and I can drop bombs for cinematics if I need it. Okay, so design-wise, I have zero complaints about how she looks. I think it actually looks very good. All right, it does have VTOL engines with a SCM speed of 160, boosted 320, and a max nav speed of 950 meters per second. Sub 1,000 meters a second and nav speed is pretty common amongst all the bombers. I don't know of a bomber that moves faster than that. If y'all do, let me know. It has a hull HP of 112,530 and a shield HP of 156,600. You do have 3 ways in and out of the ship: front ramp, back ramp, and the lift. Okay, for weapons, the pilot gets 2 size 5s on the roof and also access to the Moab bombs, which we'll discuss here in a minute. The co-pilot gets access to the center belly twin 4s and the top rear aft twin 4s. These can only be operated one at a time. The chair behind the pilot gets the chin turret that is also twin 4s. The rest of the belly guns are accessed from the turret room, and the chair layout corresponds to the gun layout: left, right, front, back. The 2 that face forward get the single size 5s, and the 2 that face to the rear get the twin size 5s. And of course, you also have the 4 Colossus bombs operated by the pilot, which will have to be in gravity for these to function. Each bomb does a little more than 568,000 damage, which is going to destroy pretty much any ship, with just a few exceptions. Okay, inside the cargo bay, she can hold 216 SKU of cargo on the grid, or there's room for a couple small vehicles and 1 large, like a ballista or Nova tank. You technically can fit 2 ballistas in here or stuff that big, but for example, if you have 2 ballistas, the second one is going to be halfway on the bomb bay doors, and you may not want to do that. That could be problematic in the future. In the past couple patches, the Hercules series has gotten fire extinguishers and fuses throughout the ship, so you'll be seeing those. At the time of filming, engineering is not in yet, so those don't really serve a purpose at the moment. Also on the top floor, you have several places to store equipment that can be shared among your crew. On the port or left side of the ship is going to be where the turret room is, followed by the armory, where you have several places to store small and large arm fire, including things like rail guns and rocket launchers will be able to be stored here as well. You also have 8 suit lockers. Currently, suits cannot be stored, but hopefully that is coming soon. On the starboard or right side of the ship, you have the shared crew quarters with 2 shower toilets and a mess hall just behind that. In the rear of the ship is where your engines, jump drives, and most of your components are located. Now, being size 3 components, these cannot be swapped out if you're not docked. You would have to be docked and your ship stored to be able to swap these components. So if you plan on carrying any extra in the cargo bay, there's no way to get these up here, and there's no way to detach these with a tractor beam gun. You will be able to repair, though, once engineering comes online. Okay, moving to the bridge, you have several airlocks, and inside the airlocks are going to be more components and also your escape pods. On the bridge, you have the pilot, co-pilot, and the remote gunner chair for the chin turret, and also an engineering station. Okay, so for combat, this ship, it's really fun, but you really want it to be fully crewed, especially when engineering comes online. You're going to have somebody running around repairing fuses. Outside of bombing, the A2 is a heavy hitter, but it's going to be effective for what's below it. The top is very exposed, so you're definitely going to want to have an escort to keep ships off your roof, because there's no way you can roll fast enough to keep your belly pointed at even heavy fighters. They'll be able to strafe around you and keep on your roof. Now for the pricing game, the A2 is $44 million and some change. It is not cheap. If you want to buy the ship with cash money, you can only do that a few times a year during big events. Currently, it's going to be IAE, so that's coming up now, and that is going to be $750 US. That is the cash price. This is a very expensive ship, so there's a lot of time to grind in most cases, unless somebody finds a very lucrative game loop. But really, it just comes down to how much time you have or how much your wallet can handle if this ship is worth it for you. All right, guys, that's all I got. If you want to help support the channel, check out the links in the description, and I appreciate you. Y'all have a good one.
Welcome to the Patreon of the podcast. This one's going to be a little shorter, but it is meant to. We're going to get into a little crazy theoreticals. We're going to talk about some really, really cool stories that we were privy to during lunch with Joe McMonagle.
Yeah.
We'll start there. Do you want to start it off?
I think you remember it better than I do. The details. I was busy eating my pizza.
Yeah, we're having pizza with Scooter and Joe, and I'm so involved with like the UFO stuff and everything else, and he saw how we lit up when he mentioned like UFO stuff to us. So he had a few stories. This story, by far, I wish I would have filmed it. God, I regret to this day. I almost want to go back. You're like,
we'll see him
The new Vandal Tech Smuggler mission chain has arrived with the Nyx system in Star Citizen 4.4's test build, and this one is pretty awesome. The mission continues this year's drive to try and challenge the player with more narrative-driven PvE content, and it's packed with FPS fights against a new enemy faction, as well as space battles versus an old nemesis, with new loot like the
Current
Testudo
price via
armor set and
CCU.
the Boom
If you have
Tube
any
launcher,
interest in the
which
significant
currently feels like an
ship today,
RPG on
critical
steroids.
primarily
The
to
mission
support the
is
game
topped
itself.
off with new music
And that's a wrap.
creepy
Watch ships
atmospheric
is a
environments
massive clue that
can
the scope of
compel
the
you
ship
to
has
keep
increased,
going to
and
find
that
out
it's
where the
you.
mission takes
If you have
you
any
next.
interest
There's a
in this
trial
IE,
unveiled with a mystery
Hall A, and the
surrounding
squarely
ASD
above the ships
storyline
that are getting a
spanning
price
Pyro,
increase. It's
Stanton,
important to note
and
before
now
proceeding that the
Nyx.
price
And while
increases we'll
parts
be
of the
discussing
mission
are
do
purely
use some
speculative,
aspects of level
based on
design from previous
124 SCU, it offers a large cargo hold for everything that needs to be transported. It is the ideal transporter for players who want to move large amounts of cargo regularly without sacrificing firepower.
areas of the game, it's been refreshed well for the
124
storytelling
SCU,
surrounding
it
this
offers
new
a large
mission's
cargo hold
place
for
in
everything
the
that
verse.
needs to be
So stick
transported.
around
It
and
is
I'll
the
take you
ideal
through
transporter
Mining
for players
Clanky's
who want to move
two-man
large
raid
amounts
of
of
the
cargo
Tech Smugglers
regularly
mission
without
here in
sacrificing
Nyx,
firepower.
and later
With its
reveal
modular
some of
cargo
the
hold
rewards
featuring
we found
side
and
cargo
how you
lifts
can
and a
get
rear
them
ramp
at
with
the
additional
end,
space,
including the
it offers
mysteries we
both cargo
uncovered
capacity
in this
and the
first
ability to
phase
transport
of the
vehicles.
4.4 build.
With 2,399 DPS and 2,461 alpha damage, it has more than enough firepower to take on enemies, making it more than just a transporter. The ship has comparatively good maneuverability and can be adequately defended when it matters. The weaknesses?
Now, we did
The
test
Starlancer
this
Max
mission
is
a few
very large
times,
and
but never
therefore
managed
not
a full
particularly
complete
agile.
run, even
In
though the
addition, the
initial
Max has
opening
some blind
mission
spots
did
when it comes to
complete
defense.
in our logs.
And
So
with the
mission we're
Crusader
taking
C2
is the
Hercules
repeat
Starlifter,
mission,
one of the
which is
largest cargo
exactly
ships in the
same,
verse, we
but
come to the
opening
top
mission
20,
you'll be looking
available
for
for
when doing it the first time is
18,900,000
the
UEC at New
Vandal
Deal or
Tech
in the Crusader
Smugglers
showroom.
under the investigation
The C2 offers huge amounts of cargo capacity or space for smaller ships or all vehicles. The C2 Hercules Starlifter is the best choice for transport, with an enormous internal cargo capacity of 690